Hello everyone, welcome back to my lecture series on Hindu law, and in this video we will discuss about judicial separation, which is part of section 10 under Hindu Marriage Act 1955. So far in the Hindu law, marriage and kinship related unit, we covered meaning of marriage and kinship, evolution of institution of marriage in Indian context, and laws which were there prior to Hindu Marriage Act, and also we saw the key features or overview of Hindu Marriage Act and valid conditions for Hindu marriages and registration of Hindu marriages. And now from last video onwards we started discussing on matrimonial remedies and we covered conjugal rights there, and in this video we will talk about judicial separation. So key sections in Hindu Marriage Act is are like Hindu marriages validation, valid conditions for Hindu marriages, section 5 and section 7, and section 8 deals with registration of Hindu marriages that we already discussed, and in the previous video we discussed restitution of conjugal rights, and in this video our focus is on judicial separation. And section 11 to 18 deals with nullity of marriages, void marriage, voidable marriages, divorce, alimony, maintenance. All those parts are discussed in section 11 to 18. We will see in forthcoming videos. So these are the list of matrimonial remedies which are available for aggrieved party in case of any disputes. Restitution of conjugal rights, judicial separation, certain marriages are void and certain marriages are voidable, and divorce, and then divorce by mutual consent, divorce, alimony, maintenance, everything will come under those aspects. Okay, let's discuss judicial separation in detail. Section 10 of Hindu Marriage Act deals with judicial separation. In the earlier case, section 9 was about restitution of conjugal rights. When one person withdraws the companionship of other person, the agreed party can file a petition in district court and request for restitution of conjugal rights. So, asking for a cohabitation with a spouse who has withdrawn. But this is a reverse of that, judicial separation. Judicial separation is a process where one of the spouse requests to a court for a temporary suspension of conjugal rights. Maybe some specified reasons. The reasons we will see in the next slide. Because of certain reasons, husband may request for living separately from a wife, or wife might request to live separately from her husband. Okay, so this is all about judicial separation. Judicial separation is where one party asks to or approach to a court to get a permission to live separately from a spouse. Okay, so what are the reasons, under what circumstances, or what are the grounds where a party can approach to a court for judicial separation? Adultery, which is nothing but an extramarital affair where one party get involved in extramarital affair, the agreed party may seek for judicial separation. So the generally judicial separation will be for a 1 year. It is not a divorce. Divorce is completely a different topic. Judicial separation is a temporary suspension. That's it. Temporary suspension of conjugal rights. Then cruelty, if any one person involved in physical or a mental cruelty, on that ground the aggrieved party can ask for judicial separation. Desertion. Okay, and if some person is staying away for more than 2 years, then in those cases judicial separation can be asked. Conversion, if one spouse convert to another religion and another spouse is not ready for that conversion, then the judicial separate request can be raised. So same way, unsoundness of the mind, leprosy, venereal diseases, renunciation of the word, which is nothing but taking a spiritual path, and presumed death, if person is not available or not available in the last 7 years, in those cases All these cases, the judicial separations can be requested and court can grant based on the uh, truthfulness of the application. Okay, certain grounds are available only for wife. Those grounds are bigamy if husband is involved in multiple marriages, or in case of a rape, sodomy, or a bestiality. And then, in case of a restitution of conjugal rights, if court is ordered for cohabitation, but the other spouse is not following that, in that case, then judicial separation can be uh, initiated. Option of puberty. Uh, if a girl is married before attaining the puberty, during that she can ask for separation till the time of puberty. So these are the few grounds which are available for wives. So I told in the beginning itself, judicial separation is not same as divorce. In a judicial separation, it is a temporary suspension. So it means marriage is not dissolved here. Marriage is not dissolved here. It is just kept it temporarily outside. That's it. Okay. So it is physical separation from bed and board. So it will be a physical separation, and they will not live together and they will not eat together, but still marriage is a valid marriage only, and there is no obligation to cohabit. There is no necessary to live together. And once the reconciliation happens between husband and wife, they can resume cohabitation. During this time, when judicial separation is there, marriage is valid. So marrying to another person or something is also an offense now, because the judicial separation is not a divorce at all. So marriage is still valid. So husband cannot marry another person during this period. And during this period, wife is entitled for alimony and maintenance from her husband, and wife considered femme sole, like femme sole. She is alone and she is independent woman during judicial separation process. Okay. During this period, as an husband and wife, whatever their rights and obligations are there, all those will be suspended, but still marriage will be in continuation. Okay, any time of this suspension, or any time of this judicial separation, if at all they both get reconciled, then they can come and do a cohabit. They can continue their marriage life. Okay, let's recap whatever we discussed so far. The meaning, it is a temporary suspension of cohabitation, so where husband and wife can live separately. And then the proceedings, the aggrieved party, whoever wants judicial separation, they can file a petition. And then the grounds for judicial separation are adultery, and there are many other grounds as discussed here. Adultery, or then domestic violence, or a cruelty, or renunciation, or conversion of a religion, etc. And then women can file the judicial separation with some special reasons, like bigamy followed by husband, or if cohabitation was not enabled after restitution of conjugal decree. On those cases, or in a puberty cases, women can file a judicial separation, and other reasons are also fine with women, but these are the specific grounds which are available only for women. And then the effects of judicial separation is very simple. It is not a divorce, it is just a suspension, or a temporary suspension of conjugal rights. Both and husband and wife will live separately, but still their legality of wedding exists, and any marriages or a second marriages during this period is not permitted. And in this time, wife is entitled for maintenance and alimony. Let's see a few case studies on this topic. Okay, there are two important cases. One is Arvinder Kaur versus Harminder Singh. In this case, court clearly said that cruelty is also an important reason for asking for uh, judicial separation. The other case, Saroja Rani versus Sudarshan Kumar, Supreme Court clearly stated that the remedies given under Section 9 and Section 10 are not contravention to the constitutional rights provided to an employee, provided to a husband's individuals. So it is court can give a decree of restitution of conjugal rights, can order other party to live with the other person, or court also can give an order for judicial separation. So it is not in contravention to a section 14, article 14 and 21 of Indian Constitution Act. That's it on judicial separation. Thank you so much for listening to me, and I request you to please subscribe and share this channel with your friends. And if any queries, please put your questions in a comment section. I will be happy to answer it. Thank you so much.